Um, not the outcome we wanted. Disappointed. Thought we kind of let it get away from us a little bit in the fourth quarter. Leading up to that, I thought it was like a heavyweight um, title fight. We were just kind of filling each other out, both teams. And then we got to the fourth quarter, and they had some players that made some plays, and kind of indicative of the outcome is we would come down and some shots that we needed to make, we didn't, and shots they needed to make they did. So they have a great team. Neil does a tremendous job. Um, I told the team after the game, we all have to take accountability. Coaches, myself, everyone, in order to win games like this, and I think we're capable. We just didn't play well in the fourth quarter, which was evident by the fact that they outscored us 23 to 9. So tremendous crowd. I was very, very proud. It was really fun playing in front of that crowd. But we're disappointed, but we'll get back at it and look forward to the next opportunities.
Start with Jimmy on the right.
You mentioned the fourth quarter. Played six players.
Yeah.
A situation where depth may have gotten.
Yeah, when this game came up, you figure you're going to have, you know, full complement having Ashley Owusu, who would have been tremendous in this game. Not only adding to the rotation, but just her ability to do a lot of different things. So not having her, it definitely hurt our rotation. I think Georgia's situation when she got her second foul early or midway through the second quarter kind of took the air out of our momentum. And then talking about accountability, I needed to play more than six, but it just felt like things got kind of a little dicey during certain times, and I didn't go to it. But I need to trust the bench and go to it more, and that's something that we'll definitely take into consideration next time we come out and play.
Kenny, Liz makes those back-to-back baskets to tie the game up with about 6.5 minutes to go, and then they went on that 11-0 run and took control of the game, and you
Yeah.
guys only had 4 points the rest of the game. What did you think about how you guys played down the stretch?
I thought we were fatigued, but again, like I mentioned before, you give them credit. I think Citron made a big basket. I don't know if it was an one. I know Miles made a big basket. So they made some plays down the stretch, and we just came up a little bit short. And I don't know if it was fatigue, but those are shots that we normally can make. But they did. They made the plays when they had to down that stretch. Well, as you mentioned, the 11-0 run, and they seized control of the game. So great players make great plays, and they had some kids who stepped up and made some great plays.
Was their defense doing certain things to make it a tough shooting night for you, especially in that fourth quarter?
Um, Yeah, I mean, you give them credit. I thought they made us play on our heels for a good portion of the game, and we weren't really in attack mode. And I think Taylor Soule, 2 for 13, and Kayana Trailer 3 for 12. We needed a little bit more production, and then Kayla King was 0 for 5, and Deasia Gregg was 1 for 6. So other than Liz and Georgia, they made some shots, but we just needed to make some more plays from our players, and we just weren't able to do that.
Go to Will.
Liz had a couple of baseline jumpers midway through the fourth, but then didn't seem to get as many touches later in the game. So was it something that they did physicality-wise?
Yeah, they were extremely physical with her and pushed her off the block. I thought it was a lot of contact. She needed to play through it. But I think Mark alluded to the 11-0 run. I think that kind of changed the complexion of the game down the stretch, and you're starting to look for more perimeter quick shots as opposed to throwing the ball inside, which took a little bit more time, and they were really focusing on her.
And then late, earlier in the game, Evo really posed some problems for you guys in the post. Was there any thought to kind of adjusting how she was really scoring at will?
Well, you can adjust, but you choose your poison. You leave Ebo, and well, you're gonna leave Westbeld, who is a tremendous player, and or the shooter, or Citron, who I think is one of the best players in the league, or Miles. So we did come at it with a couple of not a double team, but we were stabbing at her. But you give her credit; she played well. She played well, and she finished some shots around the basket that they needed desperately.
Come over to David.
You guys have a lot of big matchups coming up, obviously. That's just how good the ACC is. You played some good games already. What did you learn about your team tonight that you can kind of use going forward, especially in big game situations going down the stretch?
Yeah, we're still a work in progress, and there were a couple plays where we just needed to come up with. We out rebounded them, which was good, but we still had a couple of possessions that we needed a rebound and we didn't get, on both ends. So this league's going to be like that, and I'd said it before. I think the winner of the regular season title is going to have 5 losses. I really believe that, and it's just going to be. It's just too good. And you got to take advantage of opportunities. We missed one tonight, to win on our home court, but you can't hang your head because, as you mentioned, right after Christmas we've got tremendous opponents that we got to play.
Just to follow up on when he was talking about Liz, I think overall she had 12 shots today. Was she getting overall in the game? Did she get enough touches, I guess, or was that pretty much overall the game they were making it tough to?
No, I think she got a good number of touches, and she have gotten more maybe, but they really pushed her out, and she was the focal point of their defense, and they did a good job of making it tough for her. And so that's something that she and I will work on, and we got to get her the basketball in certain areas, and she's got to be able to come up and be successful at it.
What did you say to Miles at the end of the game as you were walking off?
I told you she's a terrific player. I had a whole week to watch her, and I became a fan just as much as an opposing coach. And I just told her, and you look at it, and we're out there, and they're battling like they hate each other's guts, and then the first thing I said to her, I said, "You're a terrific player, and keep playing, and I love watching you play." And she said thank you, and then right after she said thank you, she said, "You have a terrific point guard too." And I think her and Georgia had a little exchange, an embrace afterwards. But she's terrific. She's a terrific player. Makes our league better. Citron is a great player. Makes our league better. And it was a good matchup. It was really good for women's basketball. So hopefully we'll get another opportunity, but it won't come until March. But they're a good basketball team.
Good, Tim. Coach, what does this say about how far your program has come? That the crowd today is the largest crowd since 2006. What does that say about how far the program's come?
It means that we're on the right path. We have a lot we want to accomplish, and we still we're pushing to that. But it just is. I mean, you can look at it so many different ways. The attendance, the ranking, just the expectations and whatnot. And so, I mean, 5 years ago, if we had lost to Notre Dame by 9 points, 11 points, I'd have been ecstatic. But we're very disappointed because we felt like we had a chance to win a basketball game. So we'll get back at it. We'll get back at it. But we are very proud of where we've come and very excited where we're going.
In the back, Anthony.
That was kind of my question, but I guess, Coach, when you're undefeated to this point in the season, you'd say obviously never want to lose, but does it put things kind of back into perspective when you take a loss like this to kind of maybe reset and refocus?
No, we never intended or expected that we were going to go undefeated. Our schedule's too tough. We know that, and we know that we think that we're as good as anyone, but we also know that there are a lot of teams that can beat us, and so no one goes undefeated. I'm proud. No one will go undefeated this year, and this is an opportunity. Yeah, we'll step back. It's going to hurt, but will we be motivated anymore? No, because we understand what our goals are, and that's why we're going to work. It's not like, okay, we didn't give it our best today, so we got to amp it up a little bit more. We gave it our best shot. We just didn't execute the right way, and we'll watch film tomorrow to continue to get better and learn from each other. But and so we'll do that. But we know what our expectations are. They'll let this sting, and we'll get back at it again tomorrow and be ready for High Point, and then get ready for Christmas. If you'd have told me that we had a chance to go 11-1 before the break, even with the preseason number 13 ranking, I would have been like, okay, that's really good. I don't know if I would have said I'll take it, but we would have said that's pretty good being 11-1.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, guys. All right.